In this video, we are going to see if this system of equations has one solution, no solution, or infinite solutions without graphing. And the way we are going to do that is by putting both of these equations into the form of y equals mx plus b. So let's start with that. I'm going to write that out so we make sure we know where we're going. For both of these, we want them to be in the form of y equals mx plus b. And the reason we want to do that, is because if we know what the slopes are and the y-intercepts are, we can find out if there's going to be one solution, no solution, or infinite solutions. So let's start off by putting them both into that form. And in order to do that, we're going to have to follow the rules of equations. So I'm going to slide this up so you can see everything I'm doing. That's the system right here that you can see, 2x minus 2y equals 8. And x minus y equals 6. So I'm going to start on this side. All right, let's see. So 2x minus 2y equals 8. All right, and my first step, I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides of this equation. And the result of that, pardon me, I'm going to slide over a little bit so you guys can see this, is that I have negative 2y, draw a line on this side. And what am I moving? I'm moving 2x. And I'm going to write that here as negative 2x plus 8. And if you're wondering where did that plus 8 come from, it came from here. I started with 2x minus 2y equals 8. I have a positive 8 still on the right side. Where did my negative 2x come from? I subtracted 2x from this side and 2x from this side. So there is my negative 2x. That's the result of subtracting 2x. Okay, let's see if we can't divide everything by 2 so that we can get y isolated. Pardon me, my negative 2. All right, so I'm going to rewrite this so you can see where everything is coming from. I've got negative 2y equals negative 2x plus 8. And I'm going to divide each of these by negative 2, and the result of that is that y equals x minus 4. Positive 8 divided by negative 2 would be negative 4. So I'm now in the form of y equals mx plus b. And my m here, of course, would be a 1, right? Because I just have x by itself. Okay, let's do the same thing to this side. For this equation, x minus y equals 6. So if x minus y equals 6. All right, I'm going to do this a little bit differently because I think it will be less confusing, but there are lots of ways one can do this. I'm going to do this by adding y to both sides. And now, of course, I've got x equals, 6 plus y. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. That will give me that will give me y alone. So now I've got x minus 6 equals y. And now I'm just going to flip a few things about so that we can look at these in the same format. I'm going to rewrite this as y equals x minus 6. I'm just switching the y and the x minus 6. All right, well, let's check this out. Let's look at the slope. The slope for both of these is 1, right? We have x and we have x. And the y-intercepts are different, negative 6 and negative 4. What this means, if the slopes are the same and the y-intercepts are different, we would see that we would have parallel lines if we graph this. And that means that if you have parallel lines, there are no solutions because parallel lines do not intersect. So for this system of equations, and our original system, of course, was these two equations, there are no solutions.